I want to play this clip. This kind of adds to what I've been talking about. Here we go.
Act like I'm a robot, like I don't have feelings. Well, I didn't think you did, really. I didn't think you did. You're a man. You're strong. You're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to show up. I'm the one that's supposed to show the emotions.
Right.
But when you get to know a man and the makeup of a man, they can be just as vulnerable as us.
Yes,
they're just as broken as us, just as traumatized as us. They just internalize a lot because men don't speak. When a man gets quiet, he's thinking. They don't do. We do a lot of talking because we're emotional. And so men, they do a lot of thinking. And so I think it's just we don't get to know them and say, okay, who are you? Not what can you be to me? Can you be a husband? Can you be a provider? Can you be a father? Can you be XYZ? But who are you as a man? Let me get to know you and be a friend and see how we can come together as one. And I can be of support to you, to undergird you because I'm the helpmate.
Period.
So therefore, I'm going to help you be all that you can be, as the Army say.
And celebrate the beauty and the vulnerability of a man.
Come on. And that's the biggest compliment as a woman you can get. For a man to open up to you and be vulnerable, that means he sees you as a safe place. And a lot of time as women, we want that safe space, but we don't provide that safe space. But when a man can say, oh, I can come and talk to you about my day or what I'm dealing with, or that I'm emotionally just all over the place, that's a compliment. But a lot of men don't feel safe enough to do so. So it's hard to get to know him because we don't give him a safe enough space to be who he is. So we meet the representative because they're under so much pressure to make us feel like I'm this man that she wants me to be, opposed to this is who I am, take it or leave it.
She made some good points. Good points in my opinion. As women, you got to understand that men have feelings, they have thoughts. They don't, they always like to talk about, oh, if a man gets cheated on, oh, he loses his mind. If you think that way and you see that happening, that shows you right there that they're human beings. They're human beings. They have feelings. Because when a man commits to a woman and he's all in, he's giving his all, and you mess over him, how would you feel if that happens to you? So understand that they gonna feel a certain type of way too. They might not respond the way you do. They might go inward with it and become silent and deal with it unto themselves. They're not gonna come always crying to you and showing you their vulnerability, but they are hurt. They can be hurt. Men aren't no goddamn robots where you just say and do whatever you want. They just say, okay, well, all right. They handle things differently. So I think she was spot on with that. I think that is definitely how a lot of men are. And I think women either just don't know that or they don't care. They don't care about a man's feelings because it's all about you. But when you're emotional and you're feeling sad and you're going through the worst, you want them to be the most understanding, emotionally intelligent superhero that they can be. You want them to go out of their way, shower you with gifts and make you feel special and make you feel loved, but you don't give an ounce of that to him. That's not right. I think that's something that women can do better, an area that they can do better in. And this idea that women are the prize and women are this, everything women are this and so great, and you don't have no idea how to show up for a man whatsoever. In this day and age, I just think there's no incentive for a man to get married. There's no incentive for a man to want to get in a relationship because for what women are looking for in a relationship is all superficial. It's all about what you can do for me. It's all about a man going that extra mile for you. And quite frankly, I think men should be tired of that kind of shit. I think men should be tired of having to bend over backwards for these women who don't have a clue as to what they need to be doing to be supportive to these men and loving these men. I think there is no incentive for men to go bend over backwards for these women. Not these women. I really think this is why men are moving away, because what do you got to look forward to? What are you working so hard for? Usually men are like, listen, I'm working hard. My motivation is my wife and my kids, my family. My motivation is making sure I take care of my family because I got a family at home and they depend on me. And that's my motivation to get out here and work every day and grind and do what I'm doing, because when I go home, I look at my babies, I look at my wife, they're at home, they're taking care of the household, and I got to take care of them. But now you don't see that. A lot of these women don't want to be at home with the kids. You don't want to take care of the household. You don't want to make the house a pleasant place for the man to come home to. So what's the incentive for a man to go out here and work so hard for what other than themselves? What is the incentive of getting in a relationship with women who don't even offer a safe space or a place for the man to come home and feel good about going out and working as hard as he does to provide for a family? What's the incentive these days for him to go out and do that? and take on a woman and a family if she could care less, and if she's still trying to be outside, and she's still trying to go on trips at 50 years old, if she's still looking for a man to take her shopping and bow down to her and all of that? What's the incentive for them to do it? Women like to always talk about what's the incentive. Marriage benefits the man. No, it benefits y'all. Y'all the ones out here looking for a man to bend over backwards and worship you. Who wants to do that? If I was a man, I wouldn't. That's not what I'm here for. That wouldn't be. I'm not here to worship you and bow down to you and just spend all my money on you. Come on now. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Most men that I've seen who are married or looking to be married, they're not going into it with the idea of, oh, I'm going to get what I want out of her and I'm going to leave. They don't think like that. They're thinking, when they get married, they're thinking for the long haul. They're not thinking, oh, I'm just want to get a woman with a job and she's successful, I'm going to use her. And then when I'm done with her, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to be a better man. Like, men don't think like that. That's women. Women are the ones who think in a sense of using men to better themselves. That's what you hear them. I want a man who's going to level up. And that's why they leave their husbands thinking that they can go do better because he wasn't ambitious enough. And it's not like the man was a bum. The man had a good job, made good money, probably was taking care of them, but it wasn't enough because you went and started a business outside of your relationship. And now you want him to look at that and be like, oh, you want him to put all his money into your independent business because you want to feel like a boss chick. You want to go on all these trips. You want to spend all the money. So you want to level up in terms of finances by thinking you go start a business and he don't want to invest into it. So now you walk away from him because now he's not ambitious enough for you anymore because he doesn't want to spend all this money in one of your endeavors that you think is going to make you rich. So now you going looking out for another man who makes a lot of money so you can use him to build yourself up. Come on now. I'm hip to it already. I've been seeing this kind of stuff. This is all they're doing and it's not working. There's really no incentive for men to run out and bow down to these modern women and cater to them and do all this. It's just a waste. It's a waste of time. That's what it is. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. And it because it's not reciprocated in any way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if anything, the men are the ones who have everything to lose because women are only looking out here to gain. You want to work. You want to be independent. You want to make money, but you don't want to spend it. You don't even want to go 50-50. You don't even want to go half on the bills with a man. So what he don't get to gain anything. You get to gain. But this is how a lot of women are moving and they believe in it and that's how they want to move. That's what they want to do. But a lot of men aren't falling for it. So you're going to have to just be your boss chick by yourself and pay your own bills and live your best life. And if that's what you want to do, kudos to you. If it's working for you, it's working for you. But if it's not, it's not. There's certain things you don't want to do as women, and there's certain things men are just not willing to do in this modern age. So keep it moving. You make money, you can take care of yourself, right? That's what they said. We can take care. We don't need. If you don't really need a man, you can take care of yourself. What's the problem? I'm just saying.